I'm Bukola Adebayo, a journalist with the Punch newspapers. We are working on a series of investigative stories about illegal dredging and sand mining along Lagos coastlines. We are going to be visiting 5 communities. We've been to Sabo Koji, Bishop Koji, Gavi Koji. We are now in Otodogbame, one of the communities that residents were chased out and their communities burnt to the ground because illegal sand miners wanted to take over the community, which is very, very close to the coastline. Basically, in these communities, the residents are fishermen, boat operators, and their sources of livelihood actually depend on the water and the coast being in the proper conditions. When the sand miners come in, all this, the ecosystem is unsettled. It's drastic, and they definitely lose their sources of livelihood. For instance, in Otodogbame, when the miners wanted to forcefully take over the lands, many homes were lost, many houses were razed to the ground, many children lost their lives when the houses were burnt. Many people have not been able to fish for many months because of the activities of the dredgers. Dredging actually makes the land very shaky and it sinks. So many of the homes, they sink overnight into the ground. You are sleeping and you wake up and you find out already your family, your properties are in water. Apart from that, fishing is their main sources of livelihood. Places that have been dredged, you cannot fish there because they become so deep. We will be looking at some of the socio-economic and the environmental impact of illegal dredging and sand mining on the activities of residents, on the marine life, on the livelihood of the residents. We'll also be looking at some of the environmental impact on the ecosystem for these communities and what can be done